forwards, the way they're moving, the momentum they're creating. And he give Big Williamson a slap on the backside too. He said, don't worry about that bad miss, keep your chin up and you'll get another opportunity. All right, so the second term is underway on 88.9 Win FM, and Sunshine looked like they might be able to win the clearance through McEnany. His kick was partially smothered. McMahon did well. It spills loose. Well done by Hoppers to hold them up, and they've won a free kick for it. Well done. Brandon Houlihan with the ball in his hands, back edge of the centre square. Kicks out towards right half board. Bentley was the target. Kavanagh did really well, steps around Stranick, hand pass to Linton, confronted by McMahon, gets around him, hand pass over the top. Here's Hutchison running down the outer wing, delivers up towards half forward. Well done by Ferrari to keep Williamson out of it. Smart's lurking in the pocket, he's outnumbered a couple of times. Ferrari was mown down and pinged for holding it. They claim the advantage. There's a chance in the pocket, Smart in the pocket, snaps, hit the fat part of the footy, and it's out of bounds on the full on the opposite side. Gee, that was a chance. Another chance, Smackers, that they had to put in. Yeah,
just one move at the moment. Daniel Nelson's gone to full forward for Hoppers Crossing now. Willow?
Yes, made his name as a defender so far in the competition. Now the kick comes out. Armstrong West flew. Ball goes out of bounds. We get a throw in. Left half back for the Warriors. They trail by 8 points, 3-3-21 to 2-1-13. Early stages, second quarter. Throw in now. Armstrong Western, Jesse McEnany in the ruck, went through McEnany's leg, so it's spelt to Armstrong Western. Got the handball to McDonald. And they give the quick handball back. Now kick goes to half forward, clears Kavanagh. Bentley takes the mark at the back. He moves it on quickly. Open 50. The kick wasn't great. Enders tries to run onto it, but it's stolen by Chris Dulu. He gave it to O'Callaghan. He's got the handball away to Quinn. He kicks it inside the centre square. Galley with a big fist goes straight up in the air though. Descent paddles it down, looking for Smart. Couldn't take it. Burston's got it now. Smart and Burston now come in and lay a good tackle. And we'll get a ball up just next to the centre square here.
Please.
Out of the
yeah.
That'll be about 30 seconds.
So we get a
yeah. All right.
9, 12.
Okay, so back in the middle. They win the clearance here. Hoppers Crossing. Well done by Palmer. Kicks up towards half forward. Nielsen might receive the hand pass. Running by, he does. He floats a kick with the left foot and just misses near side. It opened up for him there. Dan Nielsen, the defender, almost turned goal kicker. It's 2-2-14 to 3-3-21. 7 points the difference. As Sunshine go quickly down the middle, Armstrong Western used his body well, couldn't quite take the mark. Smart's in there, he got caught high, it'll be a free kick. Quinn claims the advantage, hand pass to Matt Hutchison, running through the middle. He gives it over to Hemmons, he's got next in the chains Williamson. Oh, his hand pass was knocked down to Hutchison, but he got it back and then he missed the snap. Near side. It opened up for them there, Sunshine, and they couldn't quite complete the transaction, and now Hoppers have turned it back over. And they'll get a set shot.
Yeah, Jackson Viola with a fast play. He had 2 on that outer side, and he's hit the only Sunshine bloke right on the chest.
So 2 behinds for Williamson.
I think it's Hemmons.
But now Hemmons has the footy. 50 metres out. Left of centre. Stabs at it. It's going to fall short. There's a whistle.
50.
It's 50 metres. So it's going to be a certain goal now to Sunshine from point blank. Hemmons pops it through. They extend their lead out to 14 points now, Sunshine. 4-4-28 to 2-2-14. 4 minutes gone in the second term.
What's this umpire doing now? Another free.
Is it? What is going on? It's going to be another shot.
No one knows what's going on here, Pep.
I'm not sure what's going on.
They've kicked the goal to Hemmons. Then the Sunshine boys have gone over and remonstrated with Ferrari. Now, whether he's give away another free kick. Now, the umpires are trying to work out whether the ball goes back to the middle and it's a Sunshine kick, or the ball goes to the top of the square and it's a Sunshine kick, or it goes back to where the incident happened. It's going back to where the incident happened.
So the goal from previous still counts?
Counts.
Yes? Okay.
It's got to start either in the middle of the ground or go back to the top of the goal square, doesn't
bizarre.
it? Yep.
Anyway, they've got it at left half forward. That's a booming kick. It just misses left. A minor score, 4-5-29 Sunshine. Hoppers 2-2-14. So Linton kicks his first score of the afternoon, a behind. Out of defence now. Kick in the direction of Lockie McDonald. He had a few on him, but he still managed to take a pretty much uncontested mark, and he goes short inboard now to Harley Armstrong-Weston, who wants to go the switch, but he hoists it in the air. Lucky there was no one from the Kangaroos in the vicinity. The mark's taken by Liam McMahon. He goes short now for David Barbieri at centre half back. And now to Viola. They look a little shaky, Hoppers Crossing.
Yeah, it's this press
all of a sudden.
They've got it well and truly squeezed in here.
And Dib, he goes close to the boundary line. This is Nash.
Well, they had 8 possessions. They're back where it started.
Yep, short ball. That's a better ball.
Now, in this situation, just go long down the line and get some yardage here, because at the moment, they haven't moved a Zach.
That was Muscat. He pokes it in the direction of McDonald. It's fisted forward, has to go in again. Might have hit Hutchison high. It spills to the back, so they forced it clear. Well done by Cook. It comes out to Bentley. He wants to kick it towards full forward. Oh, great mark. Wonderful mark there at full forward to Daniel Stranick.
Geez, it was good quick hands. Cook to Chase Guy, to Bentley, and just a well-weighted kick to Stranick, who was one out with his opponent, and it was just body strength at its best.
Daniel Stranick from about 15 metres out, slightly left of centre, should have no issues and does not. He puts it through, and it's a big goal for Hoppers Crossing. The margin is cut back to 10 points. The Kangaroos 4-5-29, Hoppers Crossing 3-1-19. We've gone 7 minutes of the second term on 88.9 Win FM. If you're at the ground at Kindersmith Reserve watching, make sure you tune into 90.1 for the unbuffeted, non-delayed feed.
They're just starting to win it out of the middle now and around the contest, Hoppers Crossing. Sunshine, geez, they've had some chances to really nail it, haven't they, the last couple of minutes?
They really have.
From the restart, McEnany got it down. Ball still in the middle. Enders got it forward. High free kick will go against Nash to Linton.
No need for that.
Defensive side of the ground. Now goes the switch to broadcast side in the burst in the direction. Flew got his hands to it and did the roving as well. Dispossessed, play on now. The advantage will go the way to Guy for Hoppers. Got it to Nash, running to Linton. Got the handball away over there to Houlihan. Goes inside 50. Bouncy ball to Stranick. Fumbled it at the crucial moment. Paddles it towards the boundary line. Throw in next to the left behind post. So good movement there by Hoppers Crossing. Quick around the grounds. Atona 3-2-20. Trail Caroline Springs 3-3-21. Deer Park 4-5-29. Lead St Albans 2 straight. Spotswood 1 behind. Albion 1-2-8 as play restarts.
At the throw in out of the stoppage, the snap, and it's a goal. Brandon Houlihan got his hands to it, found the only breath of space in the pack and kicked it. Great finish. It's back to 4 points, 4-5 to 4 goals won. 8.5 gone second term.
Yeah, they've just structured up a bit differently, Hoppers Crossing now. They've gone with Nelson out of the goal square with Stranick at his feet, and he's creating a bit of havoc down there. But they're starting to win it around the stoppages now, Pep. That's where Sunshine have got to get it back on their terms.
Final game of Division 1. Windervale 4-1-25, Werribee Districts 5 straight 30. Division 2. North Footscray 4-6-30, Newport Powell 4-2-26. So back in the middle. Maloney in the ruck this time, but it's sharked there by Armstrong Weston. Got the handball to Enders. His handball was smothered. Now the ball goes out to the goal kicker and Houlihan. Runs back inboard, got it to Kitchen. He gave up ground back to Enders. He's forced to quickly on the left.
Downfield.
And it'll be a downfield. So free kick on centre wing will go the way of the Warriors.
Just good 5-minute period here for the Warriors.
I think Walson's got it. Kicks a high ball inside 50. Can they get a mark? Bentley flew, got his hands to it, couldn't take the mark. It was well done there by Hemmons, got the handball, but still under a lot of pressure. The Sunshine defenders, the ball's on the outer side. For 60 from goal, and Armstrong Western paddles the ball out of bounds. We're going to throw in for 75 metres round on the right half forward line for Hoppers Crossing. West Footscray 3-2-20, Manor Lakes 2-1-13, Yarraville 6-7-43, Auburn-Vale 1 straight. So from the restart, Armstrong Western won it, got it down towards Enders and Stranak in front.
Is it him? Or is it McMahon?
Can't tell yet at this stage. It's not Stranak. We'll go with McMahon.
Green boots, Pep.
Yep.
McMahon. Little notes help, don't they?
Yeah.
So he's taken the mark plane in front. So he'll kick from about 50. Not much angle. The breeze seems to have died down a bit. Kicks on its way.
Well, that's a
looks
nice
pretty
kick.
damn good, and it is. Second goal of the afternoon to Lee McMahon at Hoppers Crossing, in front by 2 points. Their first lead of the afternoon. They are 5-1-31 Sunshine, 4-5-29 is a danger sign now for Sunshine.
Is it ever? This is where the coaching staff of the Kangaroos will be looking for their leaders now to wrestle back this last 6 or 7 minutes. It's been all Hoppers Crossing, and they've been on top not only at the clearances but structurally too now. Nelson going deeper. Now they've had to throw Hemmings from the forward line into the back line.
So Maloney goes into the ruck against Bentley, who's been doing a bit of that today, helping out Armstrong Western for Hoppers Crossing. The clearance comes the way of the Kangaroos, though, through Christodoulou, kicks to centre half forward, camped underneath it. Ben McEnany couldn't take the mark, gets to his feet, makes a good contest, still gets it forward. Galley first to the footy, beats Smart. They both go to ground. Galley gets up, gives it over the top, then a turnover, descents onto it at left half forward, sets it up to the teeth of goal, back with the flight, a chance for Viola. He's happy to see it through.
Oh, he's got numbers out here.
Rushes the behind, 4-6 to 5-1. And he kicks a long ball out to Dibb, who's got his teammate running by. A clever ball looking for McMahon. He dropped it and then couldn't quite keep it in. Right in front of our commentary position on centre wing.
Division 3, Braybrook 5-5-35, Wyndham Suns 3-3-21, Laverton 1-1-7, Point Cook Centrals 1-2-8, North Sunshine 1-6-12, Sunny Heights 4-1-25.
So Maloney has a terrible throw in. They'll do it again. Getting some advice from the fans.
Yeah, why he wants him to throw that way, because he's a Hoppers Crossing support.
That's a better throw in. Maloney wins it, double-fisted down underneath it there.
Chase Guy.
Was Chase Guy. Was tackled, dispossessed, spills out towards Palmer, pinged. Atkins, the beneficiary of the free kick on centre wing. Close to the boundary line. Kicks the Kangaroos inside 50. Smart's the target, coming in from the side. Smart at the back, wins the footy, grubbers it towards goal. It's across the face. He's missed, but he ties things up 4-7 to 5 goals won. Chances, Smackers, chances. That was it.
Do
you have a bit more time than you thought?
Yeah, more time. He could have just straightened up and drilled it, but he's gone one of those dreaded dribble kicks, Willow.
4-7 Sunshine.
Yeah,
just saying.
The scoreboard says 4-8, so that their scoreboard has them 1 point up. Our scoreboard has it level. We'll find out at half-time who's right. Haven't been wrong all year.
No, we haven't. So Palmer's got it now in front of the Caravan. Got their handball over to McMahon. He's got 2 goals this afternoon. He's got open 50.
Nelson on over the back.
Nelson, can he take the mark? Clears him. Got the hands to, brought it to ground though. Now trying to pick it up. McDonald. He's set upon. Ball spills out. Now they look to repel. Sunshine through. O'Callaghan kicks it to half forward to 1-on-1 out there. Holding free kick. Which way?
Kangaroos.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know where it was going. It's against Ferrari.
Toss of the coin.
So he's going to just have to bomb it long, you'd think. I know he's got a short option. Oh, put his teammate under a bit of pressure there in Quinn, but he's taken the mark.
Made him earn it. Kane Gully.
Up against the boundary line on the outside. Goes shot in Jesse McEnany direction, nudged under it there by Viola. Bentley gets the clearing kick, only as far as Quinn again. He goes short again, but he's turned it over.
And slow the game down a bit now. He's got the switch on if he wants it.
So Ferrari's got it. Right half back. Goes long down the line. Looking for McDonald. He's in a 1-on-1 with Blomley. They'll push in and Blomley goes down over the boundary line. Umpire said nothing in it. So we had a free kick Oh, sorry, throw in on centre wing, outer side. Nearly 15 gone in the WRFL match of the day. Scores level, 4-7-31. Sunshine Hoppers 5-1-31 from the restart. Bentley with the right hand wins it down. Ball still around, hanging around the stoppage. Christodoulou gets it under pressure by Enders. Good tackle. Out of bounds. We're going to throw it in, same spot.
They have lifted their work rate, the Warriors. They're tackling pressure just around the stoppages now. They haven't let Sunshine out cleanly like in that first quarter. Plenty of flames flying over here, boys.
We're in the flight zone, the flight path. From the throw-in, Bentley wins it down. Hutchison was onto it. It spilled through his fingers. The Kangaroos get it clear. Ben Christodoulou rather was the target, knocked away by Maloney. It's still at centre half forward for the Kangaroos. Big hit laid by Quinn. It spills out to Galley. He works it forward of the play. They got numbers here on hands and knees. There was Enders for Hoppers Crossing. He couldn't feed it clear. Good tackling pressure there by David Barbieri. It's not coming out. There's a bit of heat in this one still, Smackers.
I'm all for letting the play go, but if someone gets their head over the ball and they get bumped, that's dangerous.
It sure is. Maloney wins it down, spills out to Linton, has to lay the tackle on McDonald. Rather Houlihan brings him down. Underneath it there as well is Ben Christodoulou. The umpire calls for a ball up at centre half forward for Sunshine. All square up. 4-7 to 5-1.
Isn't it good to look all over the ground and it's man on man? That's what you want to see.
Just like the good old days. At the throw in, it bobbles off a few heads, spills loose, kick inside the 50. McEnany taps it to a dangerous spot. Charging through was McMahon for the Warriors. He got caught by Smart, then dropped the footy. Smart dives in again. Alice on the outer. It's not coming out at all. Lockie Smart not too happy with some of the treatment he received at the bottom of that pack.
Has he got a sleeve?
He hands it to the umpire.
Yeah, he does have
partial sleeve.
Has he?
Yep.
At the throw in, knocked down. Hoppers Crossing win it from the stoppage. Clearing hand pass. Comes out. McMahon spent it before he had it, and then he's caught again. He gives it up. Oh, Linton, did he take the advantage? No, there was no advantage. The umpire will call it back just as well. It went out of bounds on the full. And it will be a set shot at goal for Sunshine. At right half forward, Lockie Hutchison will take it. Man on the mark. About 47 metres out from goal. They need this.
Yep.
They really do, Sunshine. Hoppers Crossing had better give the ball back. It does find its way to Hutchison now.
Left hand far goal post, Willow.
He'll kick from 50. Should drift a little left to right. Maybe not that much. That's a behind. Easily made the distance with a little prod though. He gives Sunshine the lead, 4-8-32. Hoppers Crossing 5-1-31. We've gone 18 minutes. Kitchen to do the kicking in. He sends it out the far side, jumping, unable to claim the mark. It falls to the front. Numbers with the Kangaroos. It's not going to spill free. The umpire circles. Ball up. 60 metres out.
So Bentley to do the rucking against Burston. So now it's with Descent, slung off the ball. Quick pick up there by Lyons. It's got a little kick inside 50. Spoiling was done there by Barbieri. Ball rolls out of bounds. Just inside, tackling 50 for the Kangaroos. They kicked it right on your dial. 4-8-32 Sunshine lead. Hoppers Crossing 5-1-31. Nearly 19 play of the second quarter. Again, it's Burston and Bentley. Bentley reaches out of top, belts it forward. Ball spills to the back. McDonald now picked it up and got their handball. Did well there. Got it over to Palmer. Can they get the ball forward? Ball's at centre wing now. Taking the ground. And the free kick is against Williams. Will go the way of the Kangaroos there to Kavanagh. Centre wing outer side. Kicks to centre half forward in the Burston direction. Takes a good hands. Might be in distance from there. Got the journey, no problems kicking into the breeze. He'll kick from inside the centre square, but you think he'd have no problem. Directly in front, Billy Burston. So he got one this afternoon, Billy Burston. 9 on the season now. This for a 7-point lead. Kicks from inside the centre square. Hit it nicely. Just pushed it left though, one behind. So it doubles the margin there. Once now 2-point lead to the Kangaroos. 4-9-33 to 5-1-31.
Ryan Kitchen again with the duties to kick it in. It was a floating low kick. Lockie Hutchison took the mark. The front right edge of the centre square. As the Kangaroos look at it going forward, he floats a kick short for descent. Still too far out to score, you would think. He's signalling long though. Does he think he's got the legs? He might do. He's certainly closer than Burston was a few moments ago. The angle's a little tighter. Descent, sends it on its way. It's always near side. Journey, no problem. But another behind. 4 goals, 10 Sunshine. 5 goals, 1 Hoppers. The margin is 3.
Yep, they've got them squeezed up again where they want them.
Just got to make the most of their opportunities a bit, Sunshine, because we know how quickly Hoppers can score. With the kicking in duties, Kavanagh leaps, as does Armstrong Weston from the back. Guy gets his hands to it. He was disposed of it illegally. Umpire calls play on. Houlihan to Palmer. Takes a bounce, almost gets caught. They used their voice well. Jordan Cook, he's got McMahon for support. He's hemmed up against the boundary line. Cook blazes from outside the 50. Contest in the goal square. Gathered by McMahon again. His kick at goal was smothered and it spills loose towards Lockie Hutchison, who was caught. He got spun around and then lost it. It comes to Palmer again. His hand pass went back to himself. He had to go get it. And now the Kangaroos can breathe a sigh of relief. A little inside-out banana keeps the ball in play. Back with the flight. Kitchen. Too strong for Lockie Smart on that occasion. Takes the mark at half-back and repels the Kangaroos for now. And he delivers beautifully into the hole. Palmer took the mark he should have taken. They're grappling with one another, Lyons and Palmer. Umpire waves play on. Hutchison put his head over the ball. Armstrong Weston coughs it up to Hemmons, running through the wing. Kicks inside the 50. Williamson the target, the taller of the two. Burston lends a hand. Williamson goes again. It's still up in the air, up for grabs. Well done by Hoppers Crossing. Enders does well. And he pokes a little hand pass to Viola and gets it back. And they can relieve some pressure on the outer side. But that's a terrible kick, a shank. And it dribbles out of play, nowhere near the intended target of McDonald. And it'll be tossed in at left half forward for the Kangaroos.
Jeez, that went up a gear, didn't it then? That last 2 minutes.
Probably needed the crummer then, didn't they?
Hard physical contact, both sides throwing their bodies around.
So throw in now. Ball goes back towards inside the centre square. Alice at the bottom of the pack. The umpire come in and ball it up. It's 22 and a half played. Second quarter, 3-point lead. 4-10 to 3-1 from the restart. The Kangaroos look to go forward through Hutchison, but the umpire will come in and ball it up. So rucks go at Armstrong Weston, wins it down with the left hand. Alice runs onto it. Houlihan's out there with it. The ball stays in. Hutchison's got it. Kicks around the body. Kitchen went back. Free kick. So they got away a Ferrari. So Ferrari's got it. Goes up in the Nash direction. Takes the mark. So Nash on centre wing outer side for the Warriors. So he's forced to kick long and high down the line. And McEnany, Jesse Davies takes an easy uncontested mark. He looks to move it quickly to floater in the Smart direction, read it well, plays on immediately on the left boot, goes in the Williamson direction. It's a one-on-one with the Viola, bounces over the back and through for one behind. So Sunshine 4-11-35, Hoppers Crossing 5-1-31, nearly 24 gone of the second quarter.
It's been an interesting encounter so far, Smackers.
Yep. Both
Sunshine
not given an inch here, which is really good. Tough football.
Out of defence, flying from the back, Armstrong Weston couldn't bring down the mark. Palmer caught in a tackle by Smart and Jess McEnany. It's not going anywhere to be balled up.
Sunshine with the last 6 scores, all behinds.
McEnany wins it close to the boundary line. Smart was knocked over it with the footy in his hands. Throw in, 70 metres out from Sunshine's goal.
And the last 7 scores have been behinds.
Deep into time on. 4-point lead. McEnany maybe shoved out of it by Bentley, who had a second crack at the ruck duties. Hutchison stripped to the footy, holding the ball. Well done by Nash. It was collected by Enders. He claimed the advantage and went short. Finds Lockie McDonald on centre wing.
Nelson on here in the pocket. He hasn't seen him. Yes, he has. Now
he goes there now in the Daniel Nielsen direction. It was a beautifully weighted kick for him. He wins the footy, centres the ball up to full forward. A chance at the back there for Williams. He roves it. McEnany did well. That was Ben for the Kangaroos to punch it clear. And the Kangaroos with numbers. Blomley instructs the next kicker to go out in the McEnany direction, and he is the relieving option. He takes the mark and sends the Kangaroos down the wing. Well done by Burston, tried to get around the tackler, but he ran out of room and stepped out of play. So it'll be a throw-in on centre wing on the outer side. Sunshine 4-11-35. Hoppers Crossing 5-1-31.
Thrown in. McEnany in front, won it down. Atkins now with the clearance. Hurried left foot kick goes to half forward. Ferrari came out to meet it, had to wait for it. Now the ball spills to Burson from 49, goes towards goal. He's put it through. Something out of nothing there for the Kangaroos. Margin 10 points, 5-11-41. Lead Hoppers Crossing 5-1-31.
It's just the last 4 or 5 minutes they've wrestled back the control out of Hoppers, and it's just it's not bad kicking. Most of their shots people have been taken from a fair way out, haven't they? So obviously if they can get the ball into the right bloke's hands, and Burston then with his left foot, he's one that can cover the distance. But full credit to them. Well, they had 15 scoring shots to 6, so their forward entries, they've just got to smarten them up a bit more.
They start putting it on the board. It's going to be difficult, but at the moment 10 points, very gettable, and it's proven so far. Palmer ducks and weaves his way through some trouble, has to go backwards. Kitchen gets caught by Langwell. Umpire didn't pay the free kick, and it spills now to Nash, and the Hoppers Crossing can go forward up in the Muscat direction. He marks it right half forward. McMahon screams for it at centre half forward. He goes further than that. Stranick might get a jump at it. It won't matter. That's a great mark. 1-on-1 again.
Williams?
Yeah, Nathan Williams, I think.
It is Nathan Williams. He'll kick from about 35 metres out.
I thought it was a good call, the non-holding the ball. The tackle wasn't held. Got him to ground. Didn't really hold on to him.
So Williams, every time they've had a chance, they've taken it. Hoppers. Williams, 35 out. No exception.
Yeah.
Back to 4 points. Sunshine 5-11-41. Hoppers Crossing at 6-1-37. We're in the 28th minute of the second term.
Yeah, good call, Willow. He swung out of it, Kitchen, didn't he? And he fed off the handball to Nash, and doesn't it make a difference when you get the ball into elite midfielder's hands? And he just delivered that footy lace out to Cook. He swung around then, and young Nathan Williams, he's just too body strong for Blomley in that situation. Went back and kicked a good goal.
So McEnany wins it down, but that's the siren for half-time here.
Important goal. Round
6 WRFL Division 1 at Kinder Smith Reserve. It is a 4-point lead to Sunshine Football Club. 5-11-41. They lead Hoppers Crossing 6-1-37. Goal kickers for Sunshine.
Well, Richmond by 9 points over St Kilda. 9-8-62 to 8-5-53. Close to three-quarter time. As we get the second half underway on 88.9 Win FM, the Rucks crack in. Armstrong Weston wings it down. Lyons at his arm hung on to, didn't win the free kick. Descent tries to get the hand pass free. He was brought to ground. Lyons gets another play at it. Wanted to give it to McEnany. Instead kicked it inside the 50. A chance at the fall for Smart. Getting in the way was Enders of Hoppers Crossing. Good tackle there by Quinn on McMahon. And it's not coming out. It'll be a ball up at centre half forward for the Kangaroos.
We talk about flipping the magnets around. Well, there's one big move. Kavanagh into the forward line. Haven't seen that in 2 years.
So back on the restart. Hutchison's got the ball outside. 50, goes short. Looking for a marking take there in Burston. Didn't get his hands to it. Ball goes towards the boundary line. Picked up there by Kitchen. There's a whistle gone. Play on's the call. Burston gets it. Runs in the goal. And misses. He was celebrating. The goal umpire said no.
Someone's lying.
Yep, and then finally there's the all clear eventually. So first score of the second half behind to Billy Burston. 2-2 on the afternoon. 12 margin is 14 points, 5-12 to 6-2.
4 points.
Hemmings gone back to full back now. Oh, good kick out.
So from the kick in, again a long one. It gets over the back. Chance here for Enders, who ghosts onto the footy. Gives it to Cook. Enders wants it back. Hand pass was poor. Straight to Hemmings. He lost the footy. Comes out again now to Lockie McDonald. Puts the Warriors deep inside 50. At the back there's Houlihan. He roves and soccers it through from the goal square. And Hoppers Crossing hit the front inside the first 2 minutes of the second half. 7-2-44 the Warriors. Sunshine 5-12-42.
Who'd you put that down to, boys? McDonald or Houlihan?
Houlihan.
Oh, you've gone Houlihan.
Houlihan made contact. And I don't think it was over the line yet.
I reckon if we go and ask Lockie McDonald, because he celebrated like he kicked that goal, but what a kick out from Kitchen.
That's because it's all about the team. That's why he celebrated.
I doubt it. That kick out from Kitchen, that was the one that set it up. He hit the wing position there, Pep.
Yep. Back in the middle, McEnany wins it down. A chance out of the middle for Sunshine. Linton wins it cleanly. Got caught, sandwiched between two Warriors. Enders and Dibb had him. Ball up.
So tossed up now. Armstrong Weston with the left hand, got it down to Nash. He's tackled immediately. Ball still on the ground. Nash burrows in again. He's met by Hutchison, locked up in a tackle. Now Houlihan comes in, lays a tackle. We get a ball up. Still inside the centre square, just next to the centre circles. 3 minutes gone, third quarter. Rucks go at it. McEnany dispossessed. Quick kick forward by Linton. The smart direction, bounced under him, picked up by Galley, jumped to break the tackle of Burston. Ball on the ground there, Kitchen on the up, got the handball. No, it's Kitchen now, has got it on the left foot. Goes down the centre wing, looking there for Cook. It was a good handball, had McDonald running past, he goes to half forward. It's a scrubber in the Nielsen direction, couldn't pick it up. Now the Sunshine defence under a little bit of pressure. Ball's with McEnany. Goes with the check side in the centre of the ground. Descent does his hair. Pushes back with the pack. But Enders comes from behind. Takes the ball. Handballs out wide to Cook. In a little bit of time and space. Looks for the pass. Goes in the Bentley direction. Got his hands to it. Couldn't take the mark. Oh, they're giving it up. Straight to McDonald. A Houlihan it is. And they miss. Must have heard the voice there, Smackers.
Yeah, because you can't be colourblind with this.
No.
Blue and white, isn't it? Yellow and blue.
So there's a point there.
A wide kick out of defence for the Kangaroos finds Descent. He lays it off short to McEnany, who sends it up towards half forward. Kavanagh caught behind, definitely shoved Ferrari out of the way, gets away with it. Bentley throws it on the boot, a high ball. Nash couldn't take the mark, has a couple to get around and steps around. He didn't hear the voice, he got caught, but this time he got rid of it. Flying up was Cook. Well done by Danaher, who wins the football on his non-preferred right, kicks up towards the wing. Langwell caught underneath it, had no right to take the mark, but there's a free kick, a whistle. What's it going to be? A free kick.
No one knows what's going on.
It's back in the forward 50 for Hoppers. That's where the whistle has been blown. And it's going
Langwell did it.
Sunshine's way. So Lockie Langwell has it on centre wing, broadcast side. No one stands the mark. He pokes it short to Lyons, who can play on. He has a bounce at left half forward, runs to 50, spearing ball into the middle. It was a horrible kick, just over the head of McEnany, collected by Ferrari. Two Warriors did not talk and they spoiled into each other. It was McMahon and Bentley, and it allows the Kangaroos time to pounce and send the ball forward, but Smart slips over at the crucial moment. An easy possession at half back. They didn't talk as well. Great pressure from Kavanagh. It's bouncing around there as well. A chance for Guy for Hoppers Crossing. Works it forward. Hutchison gets onto it. Tackled by Lockie McDonald. Brought to ground. Ball spills over the boundary line. They can reset, take a breather, and it'll be a throw-in on centre wing.
Blooper reel there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 3 points the difference.
Benny Hill music added into that. That would have been good.
We don't have the production cash to splurge on that sort of rubbish, Smackers, in here as much as we might like to. Slapped forward of the play for Sunshine. At the defensive side of the pack was McDonald. Steps around a couple, turns it over. Sunshine now with their hands on the footy. They couldn't take it cleanly. That's a free kick. Push in the back. Brenton Quinn in his 200th game.
200?
Yep.
More like 400, isn't he? How old's Brent?
Maybe 200 senior game, Smackers.
Yeah,
Kick inside the 50, offhand, still a chance at the back. Descent goes in, lays the tackle, spills loose. Might be a chance here for Alice if he can get his hands onto it. Nash was caught. It comes down to Hemmons, who kicks a high ball inside 50. Kavanagh's going to lean back with the flight. Great mark, Liam Kavanagh. That's a wonderful effort. He had eyes only for the football. No one else was taking that mark. And the defender turned forward for this moment in time. Can put Sunshine back in front.
Will he kick it like a defender, Pep?
Well, you'd think they haven't been able to get it through the big sticks. It might take something a little unorthodox to get the job done. Liam Kavanagh, 30 metres out, guides it home. Beautiful finish. And one on which Sunshine can build in the second half. 7 gone in the third term. They reclaim the lead, the Kangaroos. 6-12-48. Hoppers Crossing 7-3-45.
Yeah, it's good 5-minute period of football for spectators and commentators.
It was entertaining, wasn't it?
It was entertaining. Yeah, clash of bodies down the other end with Bentley and McMahon, and then a couple of blokes fell over and whatnot, and a couple of blokes thought they had more time and got run down from behind. Good game of footy here.
So Armstrong Western wins the tap out, but it goes as far as Langwell, who was tackled by Muscat, and now the kick goes straight up in the air. Armstrong Western gets it, belts it on the left boot, inside attacking 50. Big fist there by Callahan, clears the defensive 50. Now he runs onto it, now breaks the tackle there, well done by the Kangaroos there. Lyons, who's wrapped up the tackle, didn't really have it. Langwell comes in, lays a tackle, now it's back with Lyons. Now the players going in everywhere. Putting his body on the line there was Hutchison. He's wrapped up in the tackle there by Palmer and a ball up.
Both sides hard at it, not giving an inch here.
Yeah, it's desperation time. So McEnany and Armstrong Western won it, paddled it back, got it to Palmer, it snaps around the body. Ball just bounces in space. That's going to be cleared by Hemmons, kicks him in the centre, looking for Alice. This guy got his head strapped up, gets the handball to Hutchison. That's Lockie in some space, runs inside 50, he's got open 4 line, goes in the Kavanagh direction, but he's made Kavanagh do a lot of work. Now he gathers, turns Ferrari inside out, got the handball running past by Burston, kick towards goal, has gone across the face, it hits the point post. Out of bounds on the full free kick, we've got Enders in the left back pocket.
Got to get numbers across the Kangaroos. They're going to switch the play.
So Enders to take it. Ferrari wants the football. It's got to be penetrating the kick, and it is. Allowed Linton no chance. But there's nothing really up ahead for Ferrari down the broadcast wing. He's going to centre it back up to Viola, who takes the mark and switches it back for Kitchen, who's on his own. He dropped the mark, but he had time to recover. Sends a high ball down the wing. Abuid's well set. Cook at the back, might have used his hands. Yeah. He did indeed. It's a free kick to Billy Abuid on centre wing. He'll take it.
Just had to use his body then instead of his hands.
Yep.
Would have had him on the go then.
Short pass to Hutchison. Delivers short to Burston. Just forward of the wing on the outer side. Sends a kick in the Matt Hutchison direction. He's given away a free kick for a push. Not sure it was there, Smackers. I think I agree with you.
Body.
So Jake Clark can take it from the left back pocket. Sends it up to the wing. At the fall there was Guy. Couldn't get a clasp on it. Descent in the middle. Goes through the middle of the ground for Hemmons, who almost fell over the cricket pitch. Gives to Descent. Shepherd was late for him. Kicks it into the path of Smart, who roves the pack. Curling snap towards goal. Yes! Lockie Smart with a piece of brilliance inside 50. His first goal of the afternoon. And he gives his Kangaroos a 9-point lead. 10.5 played in the third. They're 7-12-54. Hoppers 7-3-45.
Yeah, it's good play back through the middle then. Hemmings, he had a bit of the...
I don't know what he tripped over.
On the cricket pitch.
It's pretty firm out there in the middle.
But he held his feet. It looked like he was going to stumble, but just Benny Descent was hard at it with it flicking out that handball. It's a good game of footy here.
So Williamson in the ruck now, but it's won by Armstrong Western. Atkins overran it. Paddling former was Palmer. Andrews now picks it up, still inside the centre square. Now he's got some space. Squaring ball, top of the 50s. Good kick.
Aussie Joel Bentley, I think.
Well, Bentley's got it. So he's going to kick from about 55. Man on the marks on the 50.
They need this, Willow.
They certainly do.
Just to steady it down again.
Sunshine with the last two. So Bentley comes in, kicks on its way. Looks like his ball it was good. It's hit high up there on the right behind post. So it's a one behind there to Joel Bentley and Hoppers Crossing. They trail by 8 points. Sunshine 7-12-54. Hoppers Crossing 7-4-46.
Almost a calamity in defence for the Kangaroos. Abu Eid was lucky. Slipping over at the crucial moment in defence. Not sure who it was in the end. But Abu Eid comes up with it. He wins the free kick. In the right back pocket. 8 points the lead. He sends the Kangaroos out the far side. Williamson the target. It falls perfectly in his lap. Out in front of Armstrong Weston. Not even his long arms could reach that footy. So Williamson, a long ball down the wing. Viola with the spoil from the back. Spills to Maloney. And then Hutchison was escorted over the boundary line. So it'll be tossed in just forward of the wing for Sunshine. Up by 8, midway point of the third term. 7-12 to 7-4. Starting to take their chances a little better in this quarter. They've kicked 2-1 so far and they win the clearance here. Lions inside the
Good
50.
kick.
Great kick. Beautiful. Straight to Kavanagh. Lace out in front of Ferrari. Nothing he could do there. And the swing man Liam Kavanagh with a goal to his name already. Could line up for his second. Not much angle to speak of, just a little bit to the left. If anything, just inside the left goal post should do the trick. Liam Kavanagh for some breathing space from 50. Goal. And he celebrates with his teammates. 2 goals for the defender Liam Kavanagh, who's been pushed forward. Could it be a masterstroke from Brendan Hallinan? It's a must-win game for the Kangaroos and they're 14 points clear of Hoppers Crossing at the moment. It's 8-12-60 to 7-4-46. 14 gone in the third.
Yeah, just said tall targets are giving them more options down there than the Hoppers Crossing tall targets at the moment. And full credit to whoever's come up with that move, because at the moment Pepper's paying dividends and Ferrari now has got to really be on his nerve.
So Williamson won the hit out, then belted it forward. Now the scent runs onto it. Got to stay handball over the Hutchison, runs towards goal and missed.
He's got to kick them.
Got to kick them, you're right, Smackers. Matty Hutchison misses it. So one behind only. Margin 15 points. Now the kick in from Kitchen. It's a long one. About goes past the centre, but it's wrapped up by Atkins. He gave it over there to Alice. Now OBE pushes up from the fence, got the handball to Descent with it, but it was at his feet. Ball's still at half forward for the Kangaroos. Hoppers under a lot of pressure here. They get the handball now, the Kangaroos quick kick inside 50. Burston's under it, stuck the one hand out, couldn't take the mark. Smart tried to barge his way through, couldn't get possession. Quinn's kick was smothered. Ball still side attacking 50. Alice has got it, can't break the tackle. And I think we might get a ball up, and we do. So about 45 out from Sunshine goal. Right forward pocket. Ball up.
We talk about taking your opportunities. Matty Hutchinson, he's a good player. He just should have nailed that. Could have just broken the game open there, Willow.
Yeah,
take your chances, yeah.
And they've got the momentum at the moment, the Kangaroos. They must capitalise from the stoppage. Atkins had a play at it, couldn't quite haul it in. It slapped out of the attacking 50. It's going to be a free kick to Hoppers Crossing. A high tackle.
Just see the build-up here now of what Hoppers do. Do they chip it around a bit, keep control, or they go long down the line like they have been doing?
So Liam McMahon's got musket short. That's where he goes. Oh, he tried to go before he had it, and then he almost dropped it, but he did enough. He's got Ferrari laterally. That's where he gives it. He wants to get around Smart. Might have been a poor decision, but then Smart can't get around the Ferrari Shepherd. McMahon's got enough time to get rid of the football. Lays into it and kicks it up to half forward. Wonderful spoil at the back. Fists it out of play. It was a sure mark to Lockie McDonald had Langwell not laid a finger on it. Throw in at half forward for Hoppers Crossing. Down by 15. At the throw in, Williamson, he's got a lease of life. Fists it forward. And Descent hand passes it to himself, and then he slaps it forward as well. And then he lays into Barbieri with the footy. There's a chance for Linton if he can pick it up cleanly. He's got a couple for company. Nash gets his hands onto the football. Kick only as far as Williamson wasn't 15. Atkins receives the hand pass, lays it up to the 50, gets to the back, Burston. Hand pass forward to the play. Quinn in the milestone game misses what should have been an absolute sitter. He kicks it behind. The margin is 16 points. That would have made things really interesting. It surely would have brought the house down. There's a big crowd in at Kindersmith Reserve. Sunshine trying to bust it open.
Benny just sent out there. Just a little hard knock-ons, blocks, Shepherds, then that little tap on.
He cracks in, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's game high, 16 points now. Or equal game high.
But they've got to take their opportunities. There's another one they've just missed.
Two real good ones, wasn't it? So from the kicking, from Viola, Abioi punches it towards the boundary line. Maloney's got it, gave it to McMahon. Scott Nielsen in some space. Grubby kick though, goes in the Houlihan direction. Feign the handball. Now turns and kicks high. Armstrong Weston, can he fly? Misjudged that one. Ball spills to the back of the pack.
Oh, take it out.
And McInerney's with a bit of a push there on Cook, and the ball goes out of bounds on the full. So free kick. We go in the left back pocket to Ben McInerney.
Yeah, you've said it well there, Smackers. Cook should never have tried to keep that in, just let it go out.
Yeah, take a stoppage, reset, and get all your forwards pushed up and try and lock it in, because you haven't been down there for 5 minutes.
So the centre, I think you go to Williamson. Should kick it to him quick. Bentley's going to have to come spoiler, but Williamson too big, too strong in front. Plays on now, the big fella.
No man.
Wheels around, short ball goes in the Kavanagh direction. Got beat by the bump ball now. Now Hemmings runs onto it. He's wrapped up by Barbieri. Strong tackle. Hold the ball. Free kick. David Barbieri. So he's got the free kick. Goes short. Touch on the mark by Kavanagh. Bell bounces over a couple of players. And then Danaher copped the poor bounce and he sees the ball out of bounds. So I'm going to throw him just in front of the caravan here. Kindersmith Reserve. WRFL match of the day. Andrew Wilson, Pepper Cavalieri, Gary Turner, Kate Lucas here. So the throw in right in front of the van.
Oh, beautiful throwing.
There's no decisive hit out there. Ball spills. Bentley tries to pick it up there. Now quick handle by Enders was good. Got it to Kitchen. Gets back to his right boot. Kicks the ball to half forward. Ball spills to the back of the pack. Callahan's going to be first there to gather it. There's going to be pressured. Doesn't quite gain possession. His ball's at the bottom of the pack. They didn't really dive on it. The umpire says I'll have it. So ball up, 25 out, directly in front of the Hoppers Crossing goal. 19.5 minutes gone of this third quarter.
Can they get something out of this stoppage here, Hoppers? The small blokes are on the outside. At
the throw-in, McInerney wins it down for the Kangaroos to the foot of the pack. First hands to it, Belly Albuidi gives it over the top. Enders tries to break free, kicks a high ball into the pocket. And it's going to bounce out of play. It'll be tossed in the left forward pocket. 16 points the difference as we near time on of the third term.
Need to try and get something out of this stoppage here, Hoppers Crossing.
Next goal in this contest is going to be pretty decisive. Whichever way it goes. McInerney got a free run at it, double-fisted it towards the boundary line. Alice couldn't keep it in. More than happy to see it out of play. It'll be a boundary throw in 60 metres out from Hoppers Crossing's goal at left half forward.
I'd like to see that one of the Hoppers ruckmen stand in front of McInerney, because they've come from behind all day.
Well, he's just holding Armstrong Weston out of it. He did well. Enders first hands to it. Well done there by Atkins. Kitchen ghosts onto the football, sends it deep entry. It bounces through. A stroke of luck for Ryan Kitchen. And it's back to 10 points. Threw it onto the boot. He's got a powerful right boot, Ryan Kitchen. We know that. He's been damaging with his kick-ins today. Now he hits the scoreboard. It's his first of the afternoon. And it's 10 points. 8-4-52 Hoppers Crossing, still trailing Sunshine. 8-14-62, but that's just what they couldn't have, Sunshine, after all those chances.
So back in the middle. McEnany wins it down. Lyons trying to run onto it, paddles it out wide. Still paddling. Can he pick it up? He goes to the extra paddle. Now he's finally got possession out near the boundary line. Handball's over to Ellis with a little bit of time. Kicks a high ball into side 50. Kavanagh fires with a great mark at the back by Nielsen. Lee Kavanagh like the way he marked that, the defender. That's with Nielsen. Left ball goes out in the Nash direction, clears him. Ball's still inside the centre square near the circles. Ball up. So 22 almost played here, third quarter. 8-14 Sunshine Hoppers, 8-4 from the restart. Descent got a poor bounce. Lyons gets a poor bounce as well, left it behind, used his body well. Him and McMahon had a good contest. Descent gathers now from outside 50, driving long ball to the goal line, but at last line of defence. Set man again, Nielsen taking the mark. Wilkes plays on. Too agile there for Williamson. Goes short ball. The outer side left back pocket. Muscat's got it. There he goes short. Finds Williams. Another short one now. Finds Palmer. He's got the runner going past now. Now they open it up. Enders has got it. Now they give it back. Now a quick kick goes inside 50. Can they take a mark? They can. Stranek takes the mark. Plays on goals. Patient build up. But once they got the ball in the centre of the ground, they just went bang. Great team goal there by Hoppers Crossing.
Yeah, they just held their nerve and just chipped it around exactly how you called it, Willow. But Sunshine had zoned off for that long kick down the middle, and full credit to them. But I don't mean to sound like a broken record, boys, but go back 4 minutes when two blokes ran into two open goals
and missed,
and Hoppers have gone bang bang, and it's game back on. 4
points again. Williamson wins it down. Out of the middle they go. Snap inside the 50, trying to trap the bounce with Smart, couldn't do so. Dib gets his hands on the footy, loses it. Well done by Enders to lay the tackle and hold it up. It'll be a ball up at centre half forward for the Kangaroos, who need to land a blow late in the third quarter. They will kick with the breeze, what little breeze there is in the final term. Well done by Lyons. Ghosts onto the football, loses it. Langwell receives the hand pass, breaks free, sets sail and kicks a goal. That is sublime from Lockie Langwell. And just the tonic for Sunshine. Back to 10 points. He found space where there was no right to find any.
Kick the hard ones, don't they?
Yep. That's just the way footy goes sometimes. 9-14-68 Sunshine. Hoppers Crossing at 9-4-58.
Yeah, they're just...
Speechless smackers.
Yeah, no, it's a ripping game of footy, isn't it? Both sides aren't given an inch, but it's just going to come down to taking your opportunities. And just at the moment, Sunshine have got their noses in front, and if they take them, this game's there for theirs.
So back in the middle, Armstrong Western with the left hand wins it down. Still a loose ball, no one can pick it up just yet. Hoppers player on all fours, there's Kitchen. Finally picked up there by Maloney, just scrubbers one, but it's been chopped off. Now Hoppers go forward, a high ball. In front's Blomley, dropped the mark, picked up there by Clark, handballs over the Palmer, works back onto his left boot, kicks a high one inside 50, Stranak running back, but it's a good defensive mark. Taken there by McEnany, and he plays on. It's the handball to Abu Eid. Then they link again, now the handball, the kick goes to half back, and the mark's taken by Alice, right half back. Quick one over the top in the Quinn direction, got it down low. Now they move it quickly. Maloney's free up forward. Too tall takes the mark. Got the runner going past there in Linton. Long ball towards goal across the face. One behind. 11 points to margin. 9-15-69 Sunshine. They lead Hoppers Crossing 9-4-58.
They've moved it on quickly out of defence. Hoppers Crossing mark taken by McMahon. He had a couple of Kangaroos close by. Held his nerve. They signal long down the line. Ferrari and Armstrong Western again. McEnany's there alongside Williamson, and the Kangaroos win out. Knocked forward to the play. Alice got the hand pass, puts Danaher under the pump. Alice goes again, well done. Atkins goes in, Hoppers hold them up. They appeal for holding the footy. Nielsen especially vocal, umpire calls for it. It's close to the boundary line at left half forward for the Kangaroos. Williamson and Armstrong Weston to go head to head in the ruck. Palmer wins it, bounces off Enders' feet, couldn't grab it. Linton goes in, diving on top of him as Armstrong Weston. It spills loose. Enders had nothing to go to, has to run backwards. He's running rings around Atkins and then delivers beautifully down the line for Clark, who led into the space sublimely. He's got Blomley on the mark, funnily enough, and kicks down the wing. And there's a whistle. It's 50 metres.
Right, let's see how long this 50 is, boys.
It's against Michael Blomley. And he's coming off as well for a breather. Ryan Kitchen's a little worse for wear on the boundary as well. He's been brought off. Might have had the stuffing knocked out of him. This is a pretty hefty 50.
60, isn't it?
Well, he's put Jake Clark within range.
No, he's going to.
He wants to give it over the top to Brandon Houlihan, who sets it up to the teeth of goal. Back with the flight. Did that hit the behind post?
It has. Yeah.
It did indeed. It's a free kick. Out of bounds on the full. Sunshine breathe a sigh of relief. They're 11 points clear. 27.5 minutes gone. Can't be long until three-quarter time. 9:15 plays 9 goals for. What are they doing here? They're going to bring it back?
Blood rule.
Blood rule.
Straight off.
Mohammed Dib coming off.
The umpire says straight off. Where else is he going to run to?
I don't know. Don't. You cannot collect $200 straight off. It's not Monopoly. Just get off. So 28 gone now. Sunshine out defence. That's a poor kick. Over Descent's head. Enders takes the mark. He couldn't go himself. A sizzling ball. It was too hot there for Guy, who dropped the mark. A chance for Sunshine out of defence. Abouid on his hands and knees, left it behind. Enders a chance again, still outside the 50. Gives it to Armstrong Weston, but the siren beats the lot. It is three-quarter time from Kinder Smith Reserve. Sunshine, 4 goals to 3 in that quarter. Much more efficient, but still a couple went begging that could have extended. All right, so a big last quarter ahead of us. Lots on the line for Sunshine. They can't afford to drop to 1 and 5. Let's see what they've got. They're up by 11 at the bounce in the middle. Nash, who hasn't been overly busy for Hoppers Crossing this afternoon, was slung off the tackle. It spills out to the side. Linton confronted there by McMahon. Tried to shrug the tackle and wasn't pinged for it. He definitely tried to get around him. Umpire didn't deem that prior opportunity. It'll be balled up inside the centre square.
Got to watch lines on the way through here.
Linton at the back, flat-footed, was caught as soon as he got it. Jumped on the football. Armstrong Weston lays the tackle. Langwell forward of the play, tries to get it. He was caught by Muscat. Driven into the turf. And back to where we started, another stoppage.
There he goes. He's starting around the back here, Willow.
So restart. Lyons gets it. Quick kick off the ground there was by Hutchison. Just almost on the 50s, picked up by Viola, got the handball. Now the ball's with McMahon. And he just hurried kick though, should sit up well for McInerney, and it does.
Well done there by Danaher, just put the block in.
Yeah, so third man up, flow at the top there. Jesse McInerney's got it. Kicks to half forwards, got burst in a little bit of space, gathers on the bounce, wheels around on his left boot. Now a centering ball in the Kavanagh direction, too much on it. Running back there was Galley, and they see it through for a behind. So rush behind there, there's Spotswood. Sunshine, sorry. They lead by 12 points, 9-16 to 9-4. 1.5 minutes gone, final quarter.
There's been that problem trying to get it out.
Kicks out in the Nash direction. That's going to be a free kick to Sunshine. No one touched that. Did it sail over the line, Smackers? I just missed that, but it didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter.
It's out on the full. Linton has the footy. He's got Kavanagh in the pocket with a run at it. He doesn't often drop these. He goes the fist instead. And then Descent couldn't keep it in.
Forgot which end he was at.
He's a forward now.
I don't think he thought he could get 2 hands to it. He should have had a crack at least. So a throw in 45 metres out for Sunshine. Maloney grapples with Armstrong West, and it's one down. McMahon copped a hit on the way through, tried to get it over towards Brandon Houlihan, and he was escorted out of play.
Is he going to even up?
No.
No.
No malice in that, Smackers. Back where we started, 12 points, Sunshine's lead. Throw in 50 metres out. Maloney works his way to the front. Nash roves the pack, only got it moving about 10 metres, and then Houlihan was caught in a strong tackle by Matt Hutchison. And another ball up. First goal so crucial in this last quarter. Maloney wins it down, Nash wins it. Comes out towards Christodoulou, works it over to Lyons. He kicked the first. Can he kick this one? He does! Inside the first minute of the match, Nathan Lyons stamped himself. And at the 3rd minute of the final term, he kicks a crucial goal for Sunshine. It's his 2nd of the afternoon, and it puts the Kangaroos 18 points clear. 10-16-76 to 9-4-58.
Yeah, bad defensive checking there by Hoppers. You can't afford a bloke like Nathan Lyons to hit the pack and then get on the offensive side of you, because he'll do the damage, and that's what he did. He got goal side and had no hope of catching him.
So game high, 18 points, balls back in the middle. No possession, Enders gets it, high ball, Hutchison and Kitchen under it. Hutchison just paddles it down defensively, trying to barge his way through. There was Lyons did really well, but it's gone out to Nash. His handball goes out wide to Kitchen, but he's wrapped up in a tackle immediately. But Matty Hutchison, a ball up centre wing, broadcast side, Kinder Smith reserve. 4 gone, final quarter. Tossed up, McEnany wins it. Sock it off the ground with a throw in. The 2-15s just having a chat there, Linton and Kitchen. All in good fun. So throw in, players a little bit blinded by the sun. The paddle towards the boundary line. Armstrong Western keeps it in. Did really well there, the big fella. Snaps around the body, bouncing ball. Abuwe, couldn't track it. Now it's ball's back now there with McEnany pushing up from half back. Ben drives it inside 50 in the Kavanagh direction, but he's caught out there, and Nilsson does the spoiling. We'll get a throw in, 40 round from the Kangaroos goal. 5 minutes played, final quarter. 18 points to margin, 10-16-76 to 9-4-58.
2 blokes will be watching her, Lyons and Descent off this stoppage.
Throw in. Armstrong Western grabbed possession, got it to McMahon, handballs in space there. Ferrari running inside the centre square now, goes out wide. They're looking for Williams, he's got the mark, plays on immediately. Low ball looking to Stranak, he's going to gather on the bounce. Did well there, gathered. Got around to play on his left boot from 48. Kicks towards goal. It's a beauty. Daniel Stranak's got 3. With a fantastic left foot goal there. Cuts the margin back to 12 points. Sunshine 10-16-76. Hoppers Crossing 10-4-64. 6 minutes gone, final quarter.
Have they got a defender quick enough
to
go with him?
That, Pep, he has played that Jordan Mead role to perfection today, hasn't he? And yeah, you just picture him and Mead down there today. That would have created havoc, but at the moment, O'Callaghan is too quick for him. As soon as he backed
he just changes direction.
Yeah, and he backed himself, didn't he, and went bang on that left foot.
12 points in it, back in the middle. Knocked forward to the play by Lyons, who's been superb today. Burston had a play in it, knocked it forward. Smart got caught behind, he might get it back. Burston to Lyons, tried to shrug a tackle. He didn't get free, he's been pinged, rightly so. Free kick, Hoppers Crossing at full-back.
I tell you what, he's first 6 minutes, he's out of petrol tickets at the moment, but he has set the standard. He just needs his teammates to jump on board now.
He might win a free kick here. Armstrong Western got around and he kicks a high ball. Kitchen and Hutchison free kick. Sunshine against Kitchen. Maloney claims the advantage. Kicks into the middle of the ground for Quinn. He can set them up well. Smart led into the pocket. He wasn't rewarded.
There he is
goes back. Short ball. Nathan Lyons, he was taking a breather at centre half forward. He didn't move from that last contest. No one went with him. He takes the mark. Has he got the presence of mind to take a deep breath and execute from 50 metres out.
We got the 30-second rule, because I reckon he's taken about 30 of it already, Pep.
I don't think you can count, Smack, because it's only been about 12.
Nah, rubbish.
Nathan Lyons on the approach. He's been the difference so far. From 50 metres out, it's a
look
floating punt, and it just misses left. Geez, it almost got the job done, though.
The goal umpire didn't move.
Nope. Moved better than the bloke a couple of weeks ago, though, Smackers.
Yeah. He's still recovering. He had a bad injury, hamstring, that bloke.
Yeah.
We lost the boundary umpire that day too.
13 points the difference to Sunshine. Kick out of defence. Oh, McEnany at the front. Did he clasp it? He did. Lovely mark. Lovely mark indeed. He centres it up. He sits it in the air. The couple are going to have a jump at it. Kavanagh was underneath it. It was fisted away from him. Spoil came from Clark. A chance for the Kangaroos, though, again. Maloney swings it back. Goldwood, smart, strong hands, almost roved his own ball through it onto the boot, was caught. Didn't get boot to ball. Umpire didn't penalise him. Galley lays the tackle, and it will be balled up in the left forward pocket for Sunshine. 10-17-77 to 10-4-64. 8.5 minutes gone on 88.9 Win FM. Every moment crucial from the stoppage. Snap from the pack. How's this? Not quite. Misses near side.
The senior players have stood up this first 8 or 9 minutes, haven't they? Joshy Linton, he's lifted his work rate. McInerney's been good in the ruck.
Just need to kick a goal, though. Another goal. They need another goal, Sunshine. Because you know Hoppers will... They'll be able to come up with a few chances.
So Viola with the kicking duties. Went and played Armstrong Western, missed him by 20 metres, but Ferrari was in front, took a good strong mark in front of McEnany. So he's lost cramp, sore ankle, boots come off, not sure. He's a bit sore, but he got the short ball, got it to Guy, plays on, handballs out wide to McMahon. He's going to be met by Hemmons. We've got around him. Now gets around Atkins, now kicks to half forward, but McEnany, Jesse there, is in the right place, took a good mark down low in front of Cook. So he's right half back, the ruckman. There's a short ball in the middle looking for Linton, went to Burston instead. Good talking.
Yeah, great talking.
To Burston now on his left side. So goes in the Kavanagh direction in front. The spoil was done there by Nielsen. Ball goes outside to the defensive 50 for the Warriors, and it's out of bounds. We're going to throw in 55 round from the Kangaroos goal. 10 minutes about to tick over of this final quarter. Sunshine versus Hoppers Crossing in our WRFL match of the day here on 88.9 Win FM. Thrown in, Maloney in front, double-handed down to Linton, but missed it. Guy runs onto it. Short ball, had too much on it. Was that a push? It was. Free kick will go against Lockie Hutchison. And Liam McMahon's got it in front of his interchange bench. Looks to move it on quickly, kicks it to half forward. McEnany's there, got his hands to it, couldn't take the mark. And a ball spills. Players everywhere. Ball up on the just inside the edge of the centre square.
Probably didn't need to use the hands in the back before Hutchison. He had his opponent won. However, the ball was already going to overshoot him.
So McEnany and Bentley to do the ruck. McEnany won it. Hutchison lays the tackle on Palmer. Ball still on the ground. Players tried to pick it up. Linton taking the ground, didn't have it. Won the free kick. So Josh Linton back in the side this week. He's got it. Short ball is good. Now the long ball inside 50 in the Kavanagh direction. Worked his way to the front. Got the hands up. Couldn't bring it down. Now ball feels to Hutchison. And out of nowhere on the left boot kicks the goal. Nody Hutchison takes Sunshine to a 20-point lead. 11-18-84 to Hoppers Crossing. 10-4-64. That might be a nail.
Almost. I don't think it's the final nail just yet. Weight of numbers, though, Smackers might be the difference.
They've just been harder and tougher for longer, haven't they? And you can tell it season defining this game because their leaders have really stood up this last quarter.
Well, Hoppers 20 points down. It's now or never at the 12-minute mark of the last quarter. They're at breaking point, out of the middle. Well done there by Linton to just will it forward. It comes back into the hands of the ruckman. Williamson kicks to full forward. McEnany flies, couldn't quite bring down the mark. Ferrari at the back. McEnany had a second go. Ferrari spins out of trouble, didn't miss the second. Smart throws it, misses his boot, not penalised. A chance for Palmer. Works it back out the other side towards Dibb, so they get out of a tight spot there. Hoppers kicking the Barbieri direction. Blomley kills it. Fists it out of play on the outer side. Boundary throw in on centre wing.
If this goes to script, boys, the first, it's been like this for the first 3 quarters. Sunshine have their 10 minutes of glory, and then Hoppers rebound.
They'll kick a couple in quick succession.
It's got to be now.
Sunshine hope. It's not now. Descent dives on the football. Nash, a chance to affect it. Kicks inside the 50. Hemmons is sitting there. Oh, he almost could have gone the mark. Abu Eid, though, comes up with it. Spills the footy. Good pressure there by Barbieri. And caught. And it'll be a ball up at right half forward.
Free kick?
No, ball
No,
up.
it's a ball up.
No, before though.
Oh,
Schoeneck
yeah, definitely.
Back, yeah, collected in front
Yeah,
on.
Hemmons may be a little unlucky not to win the free. Ball up, right half forward. Comes to Houlihan. Hooks a kick back towards full forward in the pocket. Armstrong Weston couldn't get a play out of it, and it was out of bounds on the field. Willow well spotted. 13.5 played, 11-18, 84 Sunshine. Hoppers Crossing 10-4-64. So they've got it deep in defence. Ben McEnany plays on quickly. Sends a bit of a floating helicopter kick to the wing. It gets over the back. Mac Hutchison, the last goal kicker, couldn't get a clean take on it. Langwell overruns it, leaves it behind. Matt Hutchison has another go. It spills forward to the play for Maloney. Sweeps the hand pass. Here's a chance for Quinn running by. Hand pass to Kavanagh. This could be the blow. He sends a way out to the right, that ball.
Wow.
He hit the fat part of the footy. Out of bounds on the full, but quick transition from defence to attack for Sunshine. Without much skill, but it was will more than anything.
Ended up spinning like a torpedo.
Yeah. Free kick to Hoppers Crossing.
He's going to mark it now.
The kick out of defence. Burston flies. Kavanagh comes from the side, knocks it away. Kitchen has it knocked away from him by Williamson. It will be thrown in 65 metres out from the Kangaroos' goal at right half forward. Still 20 points. Had to throw in. Front spot Bentley. Not a meaningful tap. Descent lays the tackle on Nash. Not going anywhere. They've worn each other like a glove today. You'd think Descent would take the honours so far. Smackers in that contest.
They've both been hard at it.
Had to throw in. Linton hit the pack hard, throws it onto the boot, kick inside the 50. No one takes the mark. It falls to the front. McEnany has a chance. Hoppers Crossing need to clear it here. It's in a dangerous spot. It spills loose. Here's a chance for Smart. Kitchen steals it from him. Gets on the non-preferred left. Williamson's camped. Plays on. Got on his bike. No one caught him. Sends it to the teeth of goal. Kavanagh's there. And it's fisted through. Rush behind. 21 points the difference to Sunshine. 11-19, 85. Hoppers Crossing 10-4-64.
I think it's nearly time for him to bite the bullet and go down the middle here with his kick out.
They don't, they go out wide, the Palmer direction. Linton got a hand on it and the ball goes out of bounds. So the ball's about 70 round from Sunshine's goal. Hoppers Crossing trail by 21 points. It's a game high lead, this one. Bentley and Williamson do the ruck, but stolen there by Linton. A quick kick inside 50 in the McEnany direction. Ball bounces towards the boundary line. Well done there by Viola. One possession, got their handball. Now they look to clear down the middle. It's a shocking kick. It's chopped off by Kavanagh. I think it was Kane Galley there with the kick. Turned it over, went looking for Enders. But it's Kavanagh that swooped in and taken the mark, and he'll go back for his third goal after being moved from full back to full forward in the second half. So Kavanagh comes in from 48 directly in front, misses to the left.
I think you're heading down here on Tuesday night, Willow.
So 2-1 for Kavanagh this afternoon. It's been a good move though. Hit the scoreboard, that's what they wanted from him.
Yep, he's given another option, another tall target.
So Hoppers Crossing need to start taking some risks. Going down the guts might be one of them, as Smack has suggested, but they've gone wide again and it hasn't worked. The chiselling ball back inside for Linton, who marks at centre half forward for the Kangaroos. He's a long way from home. He's going to milk a bit of time off the clock, and he might have a ping from here. With a bit of breeze behind him, he might have the journey in his legs. He'll kick from about 60. Has he got it? Josh Linton lays into it. It's going to go right to the line. It's on a great line. It's there. Josh Linton punctuates a wonderful performance from Sunshine. And a 28-point lead is the reward. It might be too big a mountain for Hoppers Crossing to climb. The Kangaroos 12-20-92. Hoppers Crossing 10-4-64 in the 18th minute of the final term.
Yeah, she's all over Red Rover. The Hoppers Crossing, what is it? They kick 10 goals. They've got to kick 5 in less than
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. So back in the middle, Williamson wins it down, got it to Descent, but he's wrapped up immediately in the tackle. We're the ball up.
It's been smashed in the ruck all day, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a lot different with that Wade Skipper out there, isn't it? So from the restart, Ender's got it, back to Kitchen. Throws a low ball, goes inside 50 and hits McDonald on the chest.
Yeah.
It's 50 out directly in front.
Take the responsibility.
Yeah,
go
moves
bang.
it quickly, left boot, hit it beautifully, but he's pushed it left and it goes through for one behind. Margin back to 27 points. To Sunshine, 12-20-92 to 10-5-65. 19 gone, final quarter.
So Sunshine, they're not resting on their laurels either. A long ball out of defence by Jess McEnany. Burston takes the mark in front of Bentley. Spears a ball to Quinn at half forward. He wheels onto the right. Button goes long. Back with the flight. Kavanagh, can he get there? Not quite. Not even close. That's out of bounds on the full. Getting plenty of carry down that Trelaw Crescent end of the ground with the breeze.
It's going to play on at all times now, Hoppers.
Short ball by Ferrari
risk
for Galley, who marks it full back. Lays it off to the side.
He's got one out. There's a
guy. Off the bench was Chase Guy. It wasn't offered. Kick down the middle. A good risk, and the mark's taken by Palmer. He switches the play.
Sunshine won't mind this, will they?
They certainly won't. McMahon takes the mark. He's been very good. One of the Warriors' best. He lays it off short to Clark. Chips it short to Dibb. In the middle, pokes a kick, hospital ball, fist comes forward, lines the beneficiary, on hands and knees, taps it out, Dibb a chance, collected by Enders, now Clark, floats the ball towards half forward, back with a flight, or Descent, was he dealt with? No, so the umpire allows play to go. Socket off the ground here, Descent recovers brilliantly and then delivers nicely out the far side for Williamson, who takes the mark and can take a bit of time off the clock. We're into time on in the final term. It's 12-20-92. Sunshine, Hoppers Crossing 10-5-65. At the back, Kavanagh plays on. He can just dab it a goal from 70 and finish the job. Liam Kavanagh puts it beyond doubt in the 21st minute of the final term. He's got 3 as a swing man. You wouldn't have thought. 13-20-98 Sunshine. Hoppers Crossing 10-5-65. And he says, take me off for a breather.
He thinks he's a forward. That's what they do in the AFL. The forwards kick a goal and then they want to go off for a rest. Look at him. He could have ended up with 5. He's missed 2 of the easy ones from set shots. And
he wants a seat in the van after the game. That's what he's after.
Oh, Jesus.
I might have said something to him before the game too. I said, if you want to get in the van, you've got to have a good game.
So back in the middle. So it looks like it's over. Williamson wins it down clearly. Palmer gets the clearance for Hoppers. Ball goes to half forward. How the ball bounced. Stranek ran past. It's picked up by Hutchison. Gave it up though. Handballed it to McDonald. Now with Houlihan over the Stranek on his right side. Kicks towards goal. Misses near side. One behind. 3-1 to Daniel Stranek. 32 points to the margin. 13-20-98 to 10-6-66. 21 and a half gone.
And they're smelling blood here, Sunshine. They play on from the kick in. It was fisted away from Williamson by Ferrari. Spills to Alice. Lays it off to Matt Hutchison, who was caught. Tried to get it back to Alice. Enders ended up with the footy. Kicks to full forward. Great vision. Cook takes the mark at full forward. And he should have no issues from 30 out directly in front. Usually a good finisher, Jordan Cook.
He's been good, Enders, hasn't he, for Hoppers Crossing, one of the major ball winners today, and his use of the ball by foot's been outstanding.
Jordan Cook with 1 goal to his name. And that one's away to the left.
Geez, how many blokes have missed to that left-hand side today? Will they?
It's been quite a few, hasn't it?
It's like
it's left goalpost, wasn't it? So kick in.
Oh, nice kick.
Long one. Williamson's going to fly. Got his hands up. Couldn't do it. The ball spills to the back. Descent now. In some space. Short balls. Good. Hits the target because that 50. Umpire says no. Hemmings has got it. Right half forward. Goes short. Just a little chip. But looking for Linton. Went at it real weird there. I don't know what happened there. Enders dives in. Left it behind. So did Burston. And we'll get a free kick. We'll get the way of Kitchen. Again, it's the 2 number 15s having a little chat there. So it's Kitchen now. Let's go to switch. The galley direction, takes the mark, plays on. Runs outside, defensive 50, kick the centre wing. Atkins has to do the spoiling there, Ferrari. But he did well, 1 possession, but it went out of bounds. It is a throw in. The umpire saw the umpire running with his hand up. Didn't know if he was paying a free kick or not there, but throw in, centre wing out of side. 31-point lead to the Sunshine. The umpire throws it back in. Williamson with the left hand wins it down. The handball goes in the Callahan direction. He ends up having to become tackler. Still a hot ball every week, can't pick it up. Now Alice comes in, lays a strong tackle. And a ball up at half forward for the So deep in the time on now, 24 minutes played. It's going to be a fantastic win for the Sunshine Kangaroos to get their season back on track. From the restart, it's Krista Dooley, gets it over to Atkins, kicks out wide. But Viola's first to it, just too nimble for Jesse McInerney in his first game back from injury. Goes short to Enders, centering ball to Galley, got it with one hand. Switches on again. Goes looking for Ferrara, who marks. In some space here. A little bit of hurry. Hemmings wrapped him up in the tackle. Got it back towards Kitchen. Kitchen picks up on the bounce. Handball's back to Ferrari. He looks exhausted, couldn't pick it up. And Houlihan picks it up and he's seen out of bounds. We'll get a throw in. And Ferrari straight off for a rest.
He needs it. He's cooked.
They're all going down with cramp.
Yeah, he got a bit of cramp as well. 25 minutes has been reached in the final term. Margin 31. Sunshine have got the 4 points banked. In the congestion. Burston tries to slip it out. Alice had too many to beat, but they still managed to at least halve the contest through the assistance of Matt Hutchison, who lays a strong tackle. A ball up on centre wing. Right in front of our commentary position.
Shows the evenness of this competition this year, doesn't it?
Alice caught in a tackle immediately, dumped on the ground by Bentley. Another ball up. Gee, we learn a lot today, don't we, boys? Sunshine
at their best. They're still really good, aren't they?
Oh, they really are. These inclusions have made all the difference, really, haven't they? And Hoppers, still while a good side, they're beatable as well. It's such an unpredictable season. From the throw-in, Williamson gets the fist forward. Burston flips it over the back, searching for Descent to run onto it. Enders was there. Tried to get it away. Alice comes up with it. Enders lays him in a strong tackle.
Next week will be beauty, our match of the day. Werribee District's Altona.
Yep, should be a wonderful clash. Looking forward to getting a look at Werribee for the first time. At the throw-in, Williamson wins it down, Descent defensive side, gets through a couple of tackles, gives it back to Williamson, slips the hand pass forward to the play for Burston, wants to get onto his left boot, couldn't, slip the hand pass to Linton, kicks to full forward, Smart's there, can he use his body? It gets over the back, Maloney leaves it behind, a pressure applied again by Smart, tries to hold it in. Hoppers Crossing trying to win it free. In there as well was Guy for the Warriors. Tried to work it out. A chance as well for Lockie McDonald. No clear disposal of the football. Eventually it's off hands and out of play. A boundary throw in 30 metres out from Sunshine's goal. "27 minutes gone in the final term. Viola in the ruck, wins it down. Smart caught immediately. Ball up. And a blood rule. Mohammed Dib again being sent to the bench. The second time that cut over his right eye is reopened.
Next week Albion host Sunshine and Hoppers Crossing host Wyndham Vale.
So, as we've said, a good opportunity for Sunshine to resurrect their season after a slow start. Maloney wins it down. Tapped forward. Hemmons snaps goals. Great finish, Jess Hemmons. Wonderful work in the pack by the ruckman and the mids. It's out to 37 points now, and probably a little more reflective of the amount of opportunities they've created, Sunshine. 14 goals, 20, 104 to 10, 7, 67. Jess Hemmons kicks his second goal. They've had plenty of our contributors today, Smackers.
Yeah, he's been good. He started forward, then he had to go back, and he's ended up forward. And it's been just a great even team effort by Sunshine today. It's hard to pick their worst player, Pep, and whereas on the other hand, Hoppers Crossing this last quarter, they wouldn't be happy with this coaching staff. Yeah, they kicked
5 goals to 1 Sunshine's way in this final quarter. So back in the middle, dying stay, it is. Sunshine get the win they much needed. They win by 37 points, 14-20, 104 to Hoppers Crossing, 10-7, 67. This could be the week in the game that gets Sunshine's season back on track after having so many injuries in the early part of this season. They starting to get a few players back, and they're starting to play some of their better football. Goal kickers today for Sunshine. We had 3 to Liam Kavanagh, who was swung forward in that second half and was great. 2 to Hemmons, Langwell and Burston and Lyons. Singles to Hutchison, Smart and Linton. 4 Hoppers Crossing. We got 2 goals to Houlihan, McMahon, 3 to Stranack, and singles to Cook and Williams. So our WRFL match of the day was a 37-point lead to Sunshine, 14-20.